All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's Strength and Power. So it's officially February, which means we are about 1 month away from the 2018 Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, which means it is time to start the Road to the Arnold Classic coverage. So I think the most interesting speculation right now about the 2018 Arnold Classic is that Phil Heath actually might jump in and do it. Now, Greene recently said in a live stream that he's probably not going to be doing the Arnold Classic because it doesn't line up with the things that he has planned for this year. So I think it's safe to say now that we know Greene is probably not going to do it. I think it's also probably safe to say now that we know Big Ronnie is not going to do it. And in my opinion, Greene and Big Ronnie would both be two of the biggest threats to Phil Heath if Phil Heath did compete. But that's not the main reason why there's speculation that Phil Heath might compete. So the main speculation is this comment on his Instagram page. So someone commented one of his pictures and said, "Shock everyone and do the Arnold." Phil Heath replied with this emoji. So in my opinion, that emoji is like the "I'm thinking about it" emoji, or "that would be a good idea" emoji, or maybe I will. So some people would say, well, it's just a comment. But I would say Phil Heath has millions of followers. Phil Heath, if he saw a comment like this and he's not going to do the Arnold, he could have easily just not replied or said no if he was going to reply. So I think the fact that he replied and didn't say no is a pretty interesting, a fascinating little thing there. And it's actually not totally unreasonable for Phil Heath to actually do the Arnold Classic. Phil Heath has actually done 3 Arnold Classics, and he has yet to win an Arnold Classic title in Columbus, Ohio. So he competed in 2007, and he placed 5th at the Arnold Classic. He placed 2nd in 2008 at the Arnold Classic. And in 2010 at the Arnold Classic, he placed 2nd to Greene. In fact, these photos you're looking at right now are photos I took at the 2010 Arnold Classic of Phil Heath. And that was also the first time I ever met Phil Heath, was backstage in the pump-up room at the 2010 Arnold Classic. So, like I said, it's not unreasonable to see him compete at the Arnold Classic. It's a title that he obviously wanted to win at one point in his career, and he never successfully did. And another thing to note is that all the recent Mr. Olympias prior to Phil Heath have also won at least one Arnold Classic title. Jay Cutler was Mr. Olympia before Phil Heath. Jay Cutler won 3 Arnold Classics. Dexter Jackson was Mr. Olympia in 2008. He has won 5 Arnold Classics. Ronnie Coleman was an 8-time Mr. Olympia before Jay Cutler and before Dexter Jackson. He won an Arnold Classic title in 2001. And the fascinating thing about this year for Phil Heath is that if he wins the 2018 Mr. Olympia, he will tie the record with Ronnie Coleman and Lee Haney. So hypothetically, if Phil Heath were to win the Mr. Olympia this year, do you think he would want to win that Olympia and tie the title, but not have an Arnold Classic win like Ronnie Coleman has? You got to also think about what Phil Heath's game plan might be in the future. After he ties the record, if he ties it, what does he plan to do? How many more years does he plan on competing? And does he try to get that Arnold Classic title before he retires? So, if he ties the record this year, is that the end for Phil Heath? Or does he try to break it next year and maybe compete 1 or 2 more years at the Olympia? Or does he go for 10? So all I'm saying is, to me, Phil Heath's comment looked like a maybe. Phil Heath obviously wants an Arnold Classic win. 2018 would be a big year for Phil Heath to get one because this would be the year that he ties the Mr. Olympia record. And this could also be some good momentum for him going into the Mr. Olympia as well. And then we also know his 2 biggest threats to not winning the Arnold Classic, Big Ronnie and Greene, are probably not going to be there. So if Phil Heath did compete in this Arnold Classic, it's a very deep Arnold Classic lineup, one of the biggest of all time. It's the 30th anniversary of the Arnold Classic, very big milestone for the Arnold. So I think if there were any year that Phil Heath were going to do it and try to get an Arnold Classic title before he retires, 2018 would be the best year. Again, with the strong lineup we have, 30th anniversary, same year he would tie the Olympia record. I think this would be an awesome year for Phil Heath to jump in. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about the comment that Phil Heath left on Instagram. Do you think there's any chance he's going to do the 2018 Arnold Classic? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.